What's going on, everybody? This is Tony from Comiverse. Welcome you back to another unboxing video. Today I got some packages in the mail, so we're going to roll that intro. We're going to get right down to it. What is going on, everybody? Like I said in the intro, I got some packages in the mail, some stuff I bought, some AOKs. Cut open this first one. First one is a Kickstarter from our buddy Brian LCS. He did a Kickstarter for a Halloween art book. So of course I had to, Brian's a good friend of mine, so I had to, support it in some capacity. I wasn't able to get all 3 covers like I normally do, but it was pretty cool, I know he's fixing to start a Kickstarter soon for the Doctor Issue 3, which will be pretty cool. I'll be supporting that one as well. He's done real good writing and getting that comic done. So yeah, for this one, this was a ECS Comics Damsels of Halloween and Horror. I just did the cover A. And like I said, it's got a lot of different artists that did pictures in it of damsels. I'll show a few to give an example, but if it's too risque, I'll just skip it because it's got double bagged. So here's the book. Here's a list on the first page of everybody who contributed. I don't want to show that cover, even though you probably got a glimpse of it. Yeah, we got some pretty good pictures here. Those are pretty cool. And that's all I'm going to show because, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. And it says on the back, Dr. Mike Miller returns in issue number 3 in 2026. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, Brian LCS is a fellow YouTube community member. He is the creator of the Comic Book Community Awards, CBC Awards. They just, wrapped up the 2025 awards last weekend, and that was pretty cool. I got to actually present one of the awards on the show, so thank you, Brian, for including me in that. I really did appreciate that honor. Yeah, make sure you don't get that there, and I'll fix it later. Yeah, this is Damsels of Halloween and Horror. Pretty cool. If I get a chance, I may try to get some of the other covers later. I don't know. If I can, I can. If I can, I can't. It's no big deal. I'm just glad to support Brian in some capacity. All right, so the second thing, this is an eBay buy. This is kind of a shameless, or maybe not so shameless, plug-in. I went ahead and took them out and put them in stands because these are 11 by 17 movie poster replicas. And what I did was, a while back, I used to buy these movie poster replicas. When I rearrange my room, you'll be able to see some of them. We'll put some of them on the wall because I've got poster replicas of Friday 13th Part 6, Halloween, Fright Night, so forth, so on. And so, for those of you who don't know, this last Friday, me and Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club started a new Friday night series called Friday Night Frights, where we're kind of doing a shared thing. We're 1 week on his channel, he'll pick a horror movie, we'll discuss it. The next week, I'll pick one on my channel and I'll discuss it. Well, and we come together and we talk about them. This last Friday, first episode, we did A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I kind of took this, the first 2 movies, the ones that I picked, which will be coming. My first one will be coming up this Friday, and then my next one will be in 2 weeks from Friday. And the first 2 movies, I was like, yeah, you know what? I've always wanted a movie posters of these, so this is kind of like a shameless plug. So I'm going to show you the movie posters, the posters of the movies that are coincidentally the first 2 movies I'm going to spotlight for Friday Night Frights. And this Friday, I'm going to be doing the 1979 movie Phantasm, so I had to get the classic original poster of Phantasm. And I love this 11 by 17 because we all know 24 by 36 takes up a lot of room. And these, if you get one of those 11 by 17 artist portfolio folders, it's like putting them in a photo album. So that's pretty cool. I always love that tagline. If this one doesn't scare you, you're already dead. You know, and this movie starred Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornberry, Reggie Bannister, Kathy Lester, and Angus Scrimm, the legendary Angus Scrimm as the tall man. It's a really good movie. And the second one is probably one of the coolest independent horror films to ever come out of the 80s. And this is 2 weeks after this Friday. And this is The Evil Dead. And if you're going to get an Evil Dead movie poster, you have to get this one. Except no substitute. You had to get this one. So that's pretty cool. And what I like about these, if you do your due diligence and look, you can actually find these replicas in good quality for like $7, $10. You know, the higher quality, the higher price. But yeah, I think these are pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, check us out on Friday nights. Different channels like this week on the Comiverse channel. We'll be doing Phantasm. And then I believe next Friday, the Friday after that, on the Heroes for Hire Club channel, we'll be doing Creepshow, which is Matt's other pick. And then the Friday after that on my channel, we'll be doing The Evil Dead. And this is a little fun little thing. We started off as kind of like a joke when we were doing Good and Bad Cinema on Matt's channel. We were doing horror movies all October. And I kind of pitched an idea and we rode with it. So that's it. So check us out. I hope you like it. Hopefully, hey, and if there's some horror movies you want us to check out and do a discussion on, you know, let us know when we're doing the show because we have live comments. We talk about all kinds of stuff. So it's just pretty fun. The first episode was really awesome. Speaking of Matt from Heroes for Hire Club, that's where this last package comes from. Now this started out. Matt could correct me if I'm wrong, but this originally started out as I had won a giveaway on one of his I think he hit 500 subs. He did a giveaway, and I'd won a book. It started from there, and then there was the Monster and the Wolf blind bag, where you know we both got some bags. He got a bunch of extras, and then we kind of did like a trade. And I sent him some stuff. I sent him one of the ones that I had an extra of, and then in return he sent me some stuff. So we're going to check it out, and then we'll get to the book I won. We'll save it for last. But the first three are Monsters in the Books, Monster in the Wolf blind bags that he had pulled that I wanted to get from him, and he sent them to me. So thank you, Matt, for that. The first one is this Monster in the Wolf, and it's Hexy. I believe this is an homage. I don't know what this homage is actually. I've heard somebody say something about this one, maybe Elvira. I don't know. I don't really remember. If y'all don't remember what this homage is, y'all can correct me in the comments. But yeah, I love that one. That was pretty cool. The next one, this is one I really like. It's plain and simple. It really celebrates Halloween. And that was the jack-o'-lantern cover. That is pretty cool. And then the last one, which to me was one of the better covers. It wasn't my favorite, but it's still a better cover. And we got The Bride of Frankenstein, which is pretty cool. And then he threw this in. This is Free Comic Book Day, Mark Spears Monsters number 0. And I love looks like an old video cassette. It says, "Be kind, please rewind." Like you'd see like at a Blockbuster or something. For you youngins, you know, we used to actually have video stores where we'd go rent our movies on VHS or DVD or whatever. That's pretty cool. And this is the book I won. This was pretty awesome. I know he went to Heroes Con and got this book signed. And this is Dazzler number 4, signed by Jenny Frison. And then he threw in, I'm not going to show it because it's got my address on the back, but he threw in a Ash Can for Murder podcast, which, anyway, well, you can't really see it, but anyway. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Thank you. I think I have 3. I have to look, but I think I have 3 signed Jenny Frison books that I've never met the woman, and I think I won all 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys and gals, let me know how y'all think I did in this video. Did I do pretty good? I mean, got movie posters, we got Kickstarter books, we got an awesome AOK from Matt. Thank you, sir. I hope your books get there soon that I sent you. I'm looking forward to seeing what you think about the ones I sent you. And thank everybody for supporting the channel. Thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to tune in every Friday night at 9 p.m. East. Excuse me, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on either on Heroes for Hire Comic Club or Comiverse for Friday Night Frights. We'll let you know. Like I said, we're alternating, and we'll let you know when the new episode comes out. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll know which channel it's on. Like if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, I always put a link for the shows on my personal wall or my Comiverse Facebook group. Yes, I do have a Comiverse Facebook group that actually started years before I did my YouTube channel. So, the links will always be there. Yeah, check us out. Thank y'all for everything. We'll see y'all next time, everyone. And remember to be safe, take care, and God bless. And just keep reading.